He got attacked saying he's a homophobe and all that, right? And he turned around and defended himself. He goes, listen, I'm making a joke about her transition, not about what she's transitioned to. You know, I'm just how she got there. That's all. I'm just taking the piss. You know what I'm saying? And no one could say nothing. It's a joke. And like, people just don't understand the definition of these highly sensitive, woke idiots. Everything is overtly sensitive. We've talked about this many a time, and I'm sick. You know, it's like
you can't put feelings over life.
No,
life is way more important than feelings.
Yeah, but this is where they're trying to
feelings, but life is way more important.
But we're raising a generation of sensitive puppies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working 8 hours a day, and it's a norm.
Yeah, it's not free, mate.
No, you know what I'm saying?
It's like that video. I put a video up. I don't know if you saw it. About there was a group of people, and a bloke. They said to the guy, "Can you take a photo of us?" Did you see the video I sent? I put it on WhatsApp.
I think I did. If you carry on.
And the bloke goes to take a photo, and literally every single one is, you know, well, no, you can't say that. Say cheese, or you can't say cheese. Oh, smile then. Well, I don't want to smile.
Yeah.
And every single one. And he was like, for fuck's sake, all I want, you asked me to take a photo of you, and each one of you's got one of these opinions, because you're both so sensitive, all of you.
It's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, wasn't it? You know?
I'm like, you know what? I would have just chucked the camera back there. Fucking take the selfie.
But that was just a sort of like a clip of how people react.
It's where it's going as well.
Yeah, exactly, where it's going.
It's just ridiculous. We cater for ridiculous needs. You know, unrealistic needs. You know, it's just, what the fuck, man? Just be cool. You know, I'm just saying it, smile. Someone's taking offensive to the word smile. Mathematics apparently is racist because it was a white man or whatever come up with it. I'm like, you fucking...
Say cheese. Oh, I can't say cheese. I'm a vegan. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know...
Go online and check it out.
What white man came up with mathematics?
Well, it goes back to the ancient times. Mathematics wasn't invented. I mean, Pythagoras is the father of mathematics.
Yeah. Mathematics was discovered, not invented.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but it goes back to the Arab times, back to the Egyptians. You had to have counting. I mean, even in the biblical times, cubits, that's the measurement. Do you know what I'm saying? So, therefore, mathematics has always been, it's just you have to give word to it, and then when you study it, you go into it, and then you're a mathematician or whatever, you know? But apparently it's racist. There's so many things that you can't say anything without being called a bigot or a racist to these woke people. To these woke people. And it's the same thing if you just for not agreeing.
Yeah, it's just not agreeing on, because anything they say, and you go like, have you actually done your research on history? And then they go, no. Because they're a person of colour, they're like, nah, I must know more than you because you're not. And it's like, well, no, you clearly don't, because this is a fact.
Yeah, don't bow too stupid.
This is history. This is documented. I can get documentation to prove what I'm saying is correct.
Yeah.
In about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Where's what you're saying? And then it's just like, no.
That was invented 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's just like, if you scream loud enough, people are going to pay attention to you because they have been doing for other things in your life, maybe. And it's just ridiculous.
But it's like with parents. It's the parents need to raise them right and say, listen, life is like this.
Yeah.
It's not going to go your way every day. There's going to be ups and downs.
It's a jungle. Enemies at all angles.
You know?
It's the same for everyone.
Have eyes in the back of your head, you know?
You want to sit down, make noise, you're going to get killed.
Just...
It's a simple fact.
Understand life is...
We can all have the idealism in our heads, but we're never going to live in that idealism. We have to live in reality.
Yeah. And that's just it. But unfortunately...
We can aim for the idealism, and that's a great aim to have. But it's a great... I appreciate their aim to have it, but they're too stupid to realise that it's a goal that needs to be achieved. They don't understand achievement.
Look,
I think it's just going to be
I just want to go back to the Olympics, not allowing Leah Thomas to compete in the women's. Going back to the NHS, not allowing to say... actually coming out and saying, listen, there's only men's wards and women's wards. That's it. There's slowly becoming a pushback into reality, you know, but it's not been easy. because politicians advocate for it. They affirm it. And the public have had enough of it. Enough of trying to bow down to delusional people, and to like, no, my friend, there are only male and female. There's not a donkey man, a cat, dog person. There's just fucking, you keep coming up with stupid pronouns, ridiculous made up shit, and you insist that I bow down to your delusions. You want to put me on the same medication that those people are on? I think that's the only way you're going to fucking put me in the delusional state, to call them what you want me to call them, because they're deluded and I've got to be as deluded. You better put me on the same drugs, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because in my straight mind, I am never going to bow down to a deluded person with mental issues and call them pixie rainbow unicorn, fairy dust down the garden, up that. But there's some ridiculous stuff, mate. It's just people. The thing is, it's made up, right, Lise? It's made up. They can wake up and, this is going to be a new pronoun. You go on TikTok, you see these fucking idiots. Yeah. This is my new.
Do you think that the last generation of adults at our age also went through this, as we would say, young?
Well, you're from that generation.
Well, no, not really. I'm trying to say in terms of like when you were children as well. Do you think that the generation of adults that were 30, 40, 50 at when we were children, do you reckon they had the same realization as well?
No, because like in our generation as kids, we want, and back me up if you want, Lise.
Yeah.
We want inundated with this woke shit.
Yeah.
We were listen. If a kid was awkward at school and he had feminine ways, he's been. Well, it's not getting slapped out. He would be bullied, just like I got bullied for being a different culture or different color skin. Kids are cruel at school, and they will find weaknesses in everybody, to take the piss out of them. I got the piss taken out of me left, right, and center. I got bullied left, right, and center, just as much as a gay kid, or a feminine kid got bullied. But even so, they didn't even get as bullied as much. No one really beat them up. It's like, call them names and move on. Whereas with me, they call you names and kick the shit out of you.
It's like there's no point, because they're femininely gay. Like, I'm not going to prove anything to anyone because they're already like half a girl. So
when I was at school, I don't remember.
Up a girl, so there's no point. Leave it alone.
When I was at school, I don't remember any male being feminine at all. Boys were boys. There was no boys I can remember in any of my school, whether it was junior or senior school, that had female tendencies. And vice versa. I never knew any girls in both of my sets of school that had male tendencies. Well, some were to a bit, or lesbian. It just wasn't there. So the answer to your question is no. I don't think our parents went through it, because I think it's changed now, in the last
curious, but
sort of 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years, it's changed.
I think the thing that's changed is more like, so if they wanted to, they don't feel like they could have done it back in your in your guys, so they couldn't have really come out without getting ridiculed.
No one came out.
So now when you're trying to be more understanding, it's like, okay, you're allowing stuff, and now they're taking the piss. It
goes back to the scenario on the road, and this is why I say you learn so much on the roads. I stepped back, I gave way, and they all took the piss. They all took the piss. You step back, you give them space, and
how you doing, Johnny Five?
Yeah, a lot of people, you give them an inch and they take a mile, and you're like, no.
But then they think it's theirs. Yeah. And I'm like, you didn't earn it, we gave it to you.
Yeah.
You didn't earn it, we gave it to you to see what you would do with it. Yeah, and you fucking abused it.
Yeah. So now we're
taking it back.
We need to curve it back in again. Yeah, that's what's happening.
And that's not fair on us, because that makes us the bad guy. We're not the bad guy. It has to be earned.
Like,
if you want it, earn it.
If you're a feminine guy,
it's there for the taking, but earn it.
If you're a feminine guy and you're gay, fine, come out, no problem. No one's going to bully you. That's fine. Great. Okay, what about me? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Blah, blah, blah. And then everyone starts getting on that bandwagon. It's like, we've all got to go along with this narrative, and it just keeps going. You can't say anything. it gets to a point where now you're getting now, and it's like you're saying, I'm a pixie dragon fairy dust, and you have to call me that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
are you fucking? When did it get to here? There was a point when we should have said stop, and we didn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't, and it's rolled over.
It
Now we have
snowballed
to.
into-
Now we have
Yeah.
to stop the snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then push it back up the mountain.
Yeah.
Melt it if
And
you
that's
can.
why
Yeah.
it's so difficult
Yeah.
because
Thank
you're like
you.
let it gather, and now you've got to try and unravel.
It's bollocks.
Got to build the
You
cardigan back up.
You've
You've just unravelled.
Yeah.
You just got to knit it
Yeah.
back up again, and it's a lot harder to do than just to rip it back.
But again, that was endorsed by politicians, and how it was endorsed by putting it into law. You must call it fuck off.
They didn't put it.
No, in Canada they did.
Okay.
In Canada they did, and this is why that Trudeau, mate, a lot of people don't like that guy, that Canadian Prime Minister.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucked up their country.
And he got voted out now.
What was you going to say?
No,
No, it was
That Canadian Prime Minister.
that should have been the beep.
Yeah.
Right, we just had a couple of messages from Johnny 5 Stocks. Tesla to the moon.
Me mate John. Yeah.
How you doing, Johnny? You all right, mate? Tesla to the moon. Laugh emoji. Vote reform. Yeah, if there
Bit
were
late
no
now,
around
mate.
here,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Paper.
Yeah,
Try
that was-
again in 2029.
That was yesterday, mate. That was yesterday,
try
John.
again.
And pronouns lives matter. Ha ha ha.
Earn it, I say. Earn it. That's what I say.
Mate.
It's the same with the farming thing. It's like, all right, you got it through buying it, yeah, but it ain't organic. If they get it through organicness and it grows, all fair play. You have to earn it. It has to be earned. The minute the funding stops, you're out the door.
Mate,
It doesn't pay.
look, the word woke. You know where it originates from? The word woke. The black community, the black music industry, the black music community. How can I put this? Black musicians back in the 60s, they used that word woke to pass around to say you're awake, keep your eyes open to what's going on around you, you know, with all the racism and so on, and the Klan and shit like that. So it was invented by them, black musicians of the 60s, to say be aware, be awake, you know, woke. And that has been hijacked. To be woke is to be, it's like the rainbow flag. I thought it was NHS. What was all them NHS rainbow? But I know that's a gay, what is it, LBGT flag, you know, kind of thing. So there's a lot of things that get hijacked and twisted, their meaning's twisted. So now we're anti-woke, where we already are woken, we're awake, you know, and we see this shit, and it's these people that are sleeping, but they are woke people. How could they use that term to say, oh, we're woke, we're in tune to life and, you know, the needs of one and identity of someone? Fucking hell, you know what? Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther used to put a lot of identities on, you know, but he's still Inspector Clouseau, and it's Peter Cushing after that. You know what I mean? So you can put on what mask you want and identify as what you like, but it doesn't mean I have to fucking bow down and call you what you want me to call you. I want to be called Big Dick King. You're going to walk around calling me, hello, Big Dick King, are you okay? You know what I mean? But I'm well within my right to insist someone that's my fucking pronoun. How ridiculous is that of me to ask someone to call me that stupid, you know?
Unless it's earned, then earn it. No problem with that.
Yeah,
I don't
if
have
you
a
are-
big
if
dick
you are
and I'm
Big
not a
Dick
king.
then I might call you it.
Yeah, I'm not that though.
new name.
I don't have a big dick, and I'm not a king. You know, so why do I have to put myself in a place of fantasy? Like you're playing war, what's that war game? That
World of Warcraft.
World of War. Like you're playing that Warcraft shit. You know, it's like dorks play. Apparently, it's a good game. I don't know, but you know, why should I put myself in that reality? To them, it's a reality. Then, if it's a reality, it's a mental issue you got, my friend. You know, get your mental shit sorted out first with psychology and help, and stop affirming their ideology. the normal people stop affirming their ideology. You know what I mean? Guys, it's coming up to 20 to 12. I didn't realize this would go on that long. Guys, like and subscribe, and